guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney and this video is going to be about how to get into the dental hygiene program. Okay.
Leave it to you, and I'm catching feelings, baby.
This is my first video on this channel, so welcome everybody who is watching. What I want my channel to be about, like the bulk of it, is hygiene school, faith, lifestyle. Before I got into hygiene school, and even now, I'm been looking for people who can kind of like make my process easier, make my time in hygiene school easier, and I would have loved to have more content out there on how to navigate even getting into hygiene school. There are many channels on YouTube that also talk about hygiene, but it's just not as much as other fields or careers. So if you are interested on how to get into dental hygiene school, this is the video for you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that we can grow this channel. So the first thing that I have on this list is choose which degree you want to get. Do you want to get your associate's degree or do you want to get your bachelor's degree? This depends on a variety of situations on which one you should pick. So maybe why you would pick associates versus a bachelor's is because of like where you live, like your area. Maybe you don't have a four-year university closest to you. You know, we have community colleges, because a lot of the schools that offer dental hygiene are community colleges. There are not a lot of four-year schools that offer it. So community college is usually like the normal, the typical route that people usually take. I'm at a four-year school. I go to Ohio State. So I did look for schools that had my major before picking which college I wanted to go to. Your associates will allow you to work in a clinical setting. We call it private practice. So you just be in an office, whatever office you choose to work at, orthodontist, periodontist, whatever, and you just work, you know, just be a regular hygienist, you know, do what you do. With a bachelor's degree, you can teach, you can use it as a undergrad degree for a higher education. I'm using my bachelor's degree so that I can go to dental school. Ohio State is a great school if you're thinking about coming here. Another school, I went to Youngstown my first year. They also have a hygiene program. You can go to Youngstown, it's also in Ohio. NYU, there's a school in Virginia. Like, it's all up to you and like where you want to go to school and stuff like that. So choose what you want to do, bachelor's or associates. Once you choose which program you want to go to, you need to choose which school you're going to go to, because requirements differ like from school to school. So some schools want you to take an entrance examination, some schools want you to do an interview, some schools want you to take maybe like physics, and other schools don't want you to take physics. So like you really just want to do your research on those schools so that you know you're taking the correct classes once you get to that step, because you don't want to just be like choosing a random school and be like, oh yeah, like I'll just go to I'll just use these requirements, but I want to go to this school, because they can have completely different requirements. The base requirements are pretty much the same, like as far as your prerequisites go, but some schools just have a couple extra steps. So really be like, really try to drive the fact that you want to pick a specific school, because it is in your best interest and it'll make your process a lot easier. Don't stress yourself and just look up a random school even though you have no interest in going to that school. Look at the requirements for the school you want to go to. Next is start your prerequisites as early as possible for you guys. Like this one, if you know for sure hygiene is something you want to do, I advise starting your prerequisites as early as possible. I started my prerequisites, sorry guys, I have a retainer, so it's a little difficult for me to speak. But I started my prerequisites literally in high school, as a junior in high school when I was 16. I knew I wanted to go to hygiene school, but I wanted to go to a community college at first before I chose going to a four-year school. So I just started doing the classes for the community college I wanted to go to. It was in Maryland, and I was chugging them prerequisites out, like really just trying to get ahead and out of the way, because I already knew hygiene was something I was going to do. So I was like, why not, you know what I mean? So if you're in high school, look up if your school has dual enrollment. I'm pretty sure most high schools do now. It wasn't as popular when I started it, but I think it's getting a lot popular as time has gone on. So look for, some people call it concurrent enrollment. My school called it dual enrollment. Here in Ohio, I think my classmates call it College Credit Plus. I think that's what they call it, College Credit Plus. So like if your high school offers that and you know hygiene is what you want to do, 110% do those classes as fast as you can, honey, because it'll just save you so much time. It'll save you so much time. Like I'm getting my bachelor's degree in 3 years instead of the traditional 4 years, because I cut out a whole year, because I was really taking those classes. I was determined, like I was really determined. So take as many prerequisites as you can. My biggest advice, y'all, please do not take 2 hard classes at once. okay, or like 3 hard classes at once. Do what you know you can handle. If you know you're a science person and you can take chemistry and microbiology together, by all means, girl, nobody's stopping you. Go ahead, eat it up, okay? But don't stress yourself just because you want to get it done. Now I know I said to get it done as fast as possible, but you can do without stressing yourself, because you need to take a lot of like arts classes, I would say, like social, what do they call it? Like they call it social something classes. Like I would call it social studies, but like, yeah, like your psychology, your communications, your sociology, stuff like that. You're gonna have to take those anyway. So if you're taking microbiology, girl, take your psychology, sociology, and communications along with your microbiology. Boom, you got 4 classes out the way. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to take your microbiology, physics, chemistry, and biology in one semester. Do not overload yourself, because you are going to regret it. And your GPA for this program, I cannot stress to you how much your GPA matters, okay? But don't be like scared and be like, oh my god, I got a C, because I had a few C's on my transcript too. I think I had like 1 or 2 C's on my transcript, but most of them were A's and B's. So if you get like a C in a class, really try to make it a point to get an A in every other class, especially your classes that hold more weight, your classes that are like 4 credit hours, 5 credit hours, even if they're 3 credit hours. Really try your best, and really try your best in the classes where you know it's almost a guaranteed A. Well, some classes, I won't lie to you, are difficult. Like I did really bad at statistics. Statistics was not your girl's class, okay? I was not good at it. I hated it. When I took it, it was during COVID. It was just not the vibe. But when I just know where you're strong, I know I was super strong in anatomy and I was super strong in chemistry. So girl, I made it a point to get an A in those classes, because I was like, I'm good at this. I'm not even gonna slack. You know what I mean? Versus like microbiology, I hate biology. I hate microbiology and I hate biology. I got an A in biology, I got a C in microbiology, but girl, I just kept it pushing. So yeah, I say that all to say, just take as many of your classes together as possible. Take them as fast as possible. Like take them like in a way that makes sense. And if you guys need like a video on like how to like set those classes up, I can do that too, because sometimes your advisor isn't the best, you know? Yeah, so I say that all to say, take as many prerequisites as you can and get them out the way, girl, so you can get to this program, okay? So you can get that check, baby, okay? Next thing you need to do is you need to get your shadowing hours. So now I don't know if your guys' school will require this, but my school required that we get like 30 shadowing hours. So all this entails is you calling your local dental offices and just being like, hey, I'm a prospective hygiene student. I'm looking to get some shadowing hours in. Does your office allow this? Now, when I was doing it, it was like in the midst of like a little bit post-COVID, but still in COVID. So some offices weren't really letting me, but I think for the most part now, offices are pretty open and letting people back in to like do shadowing and stuff like that. So just call your local dentist, like whether it's the dentist you go to. I think you need to be like 3 or 4 offices. Like you can't like do it all at the same office, but just go to your local dentist. Because now if you want to really get like exposure, 110%, go to perio, go to endo, go to ortho, go to all of them. But general dentist for me was the way to go. I shadowed pediatrics and I shadowed general, and I kept it pushing. I'm so glad I didn't go to perio. Now that I know what a periodontist is, if I had went to that periodontist, y'all, I'm literally telling you, I don't know if I'd be here, because perio is serious. Like next, talk to as many hygienists as possible, of course. Like, you know, if you have like family members or just like, you know, other people, just plenty of people on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, DM them, hey, how do you like hygiene? Hey, what do you recommend I do? Just get as much information as possible. Like me, I was on the hunt for information, babes, okay? I wanted to know as much as I could. I wanted to be as well versed on this career as possible, because I knew I wanted to do this, you guys. I was super motivated before I got into this program. Like, y'all don't even know. Like, some might even say I did too much, but I don't care, honey, because it got me to where I wanted to be on time, okay? There's a TEAS exam. I wrote down TEAS exam. Some schools do have a TEAS exam. My school didn't have a TEAS exam. I didn't have to take an entrance examination. I don't know if that's because I'm doing a 4-year program. Maybe when you're doing an associate, you have to do it. But just look into that. I can't really give you guys much advice on it because I never took it. But just know about a TEAS exam. I'm pretty sure it's just like a basic. If y'all ever taken like a placement exam before, like I feel like it's something similar to that. But like it kind of determines whether you're fit to be in the program or not. I'm glad I didn't take that because I'm a terrible test taker, you guys. I literally like bombed my SAT, but that's that. But and then you can begin your application process. Okay. So that was basically all my tips on how to get into the program, on how to go about getting into the program. Biggest advice to you is to literally take it one step at a time, you guys. Because if you don't take it one step at a time, you will literally be so overwhelmed. I really love what I do. Of course, some days are harder than others. You know, I'm not gonna say there's no career that's perfect, but I don't sit here every day and be like, oh my God, I hate my life. Like, no, that's never ever something that like crosses my mind. In fact, I really am so grateful that I got here because I really do love what I do. Focus on the goal, y'all. Like, focus on the bigger picture, the plan. Like, why are you here? Why are you doing this? You need your motivator, okay? If motivation is not enough, maybe discipline yourself. Because your prerequisites will get very difficult sometimes. They will get very, very hard. What you're worried about is how am I gonna get into this school and how am I gonna get out, baby? And that's all that matters. God really, really do got you. You're going to pray a lot during this process. Yes. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.